Hey everyone, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. So I am back with another candle review. I got a lot of good comments on my last one that you guys wanted to see more of these from me, so I'm really excited and I'm already doing another one. So I recently picked this up like only a few days ago and I'm already working my way through it. So I wanted to share it with you guys, and it is a newer scent, so I'm really excited. As you can probably tell, this is Bath & Body Works Honey Wildflower in the 3-wick. So let's just start off with the scent notes of this. The notes on Bath & Body Works are crisp pear, fresh wildflowers, and sweet honey. And this is still available. Like I said, it is a newer candle. And I do think they have it in 3-wick and single wick. And it's also available in body care, just so you are aware. And a wallflower, it looks like. So let's just kind of talk about what's happening with it. So maybe let's start with the scent notes, because it says crisp pear, fresh wildflowers, sweet honey. I don't necessarily get one specific note that they list while I'm burning it. If I really get into it, like cold all the way up to my nose, I can maybe pick out like somewhat of a fruity floral type scent. However, while it's actually burning, I think it's just a very like fresh, clean, like you just cleaned your house, you're maybe gonna open up the windows type of scent. To me, it doesn't scream like it's floral, it's fruity, the honey. Like, I just get a very clean, fresh scent from it. However, it's not very strong, so maybe if it was stronger, you'd get some of those notes. But to me, I think it's perfect the way it is, just because it's not overpowering. Like, if you don't like florals, I think this one would be fine because it's just a very nice, clean scent. I don't specifically get flower. Also, pear, I feel like I get more of a general fruit. I don't know that I'd call it pear specifically. So that's kind of what I feel like it smells like. I would just say it's very similar to how it is on cold. It's just not very strong. So let's talk about how this candle is doing, because I'm really shocked. It is such a hot burner. Like, I've only had it going for about 5 minutes and it's already pulling out like crazy. I don't know if you can tell how short the wicks are. The first 2 times I lit this, actually, the first time I lit it, like, it was good. Like, it got a really, really good, probably inch pool going. The second time I lit it, the flames were so big, like crazy, crazy flames. Like, this thing burns hot. I probably like 10 minutes ago, I cut off the mushroom tops because it was forming some pretty gnarly mushrooms. I cut those off, I cut the wicks down, I relit it. The flames were like instantly smoky. Like, they were like 2 inches high, smoky, going crazy. Like, the air's not even on, the fan's not even running. I was like, oh my gosh, I immediately blew it out. And then I cut the wicks down literally about in half to get these little nubs. And look at how high the wicks still are. I mean, I would say these wicks are maybe at like a 1/4 inch, which, you know, they tell you to trim them to that. But like on my review I did of the berry waffle cone, my wicks were this big and there was like no flame. Like, it was barely even burning. This one is a hot burner. Like, it is insane how hot it is and how these wicks are just like taking off and completely lighting. I don't know if they put these specific wicks in this candle just knowing it's like a lighter scent, and that the hotter it burns, like the more it would help throw it. I do still though feel like it is pretty light, even though I'm getting these crazy wicks and hot burn. So I feel like now that I've cut the wicks pretty much in half, it is a little bit better. Like, I'm not seeing the smoke like I was coming off the flames. The wicks are still fairly tall, but I think it's at an okay height. Excuse me. I do think if you weren't gonna trim these wicks like to almost nubs, you'd have a very big sooter on your hands. Like, I could see this sooty. I mean, the flames were smoking on literally the third light up, and that like never happens to me. It was insane. I immediately blew it out and had to cut them down because I was like, I'm not a fan of soot. I've really been trying to like be better about how I burn my candles, even though I'll happily put them in the crock or under the lamp. But I was just like, okay, I can't stand for this. I have to change something up. I do have it on my pedestal. Not that I feel like that would affect its performance, but I'm just letting you know I do have it on the pedestal. It's not in any kind of like wraparound candle holder or anything like that. So, yes, so all I've done is, this is my third lighting of it. The first 2 times I definitely got a very, very good even wax pool, about 1 inch deep. I think it's doing really, really well so far for the burns. I could see this one, however, being delegated to the candle lamp or the candle crock just because of how hot it burns. So, FYI. But I do think, even though it is a lighter scent, I do think this is a nice one to pick up, especially as we transition into fall. Like I said, this kind of just reminds me of fresh air, windows open, clean house type of vibes. I could see this being absolutely amazing in body care. I actually picked this one up because one of the sales associates handed me a card with this scent sprayed on it when I walked in one day. And I was like, okay, I actually really like that scent. So I ended up picking the candle up during the last candle sale. But yeah, the scent really doesn't travel very far. Well, it travels okay. It's just fairly light. So it is traveling through my open concept. You could probably smell it when you walk in just because it's a little bit of a different scent. But it's not like the berry waffle cone where every single breath I'm taking in, I'm like, oh, wow. What do we have going? Like, it's just a very mild, nice, clean fragrance. Honestly, why I feel like it'd be perfect in body care. So it's definitely something different. And like, I've never picked up candles like this. I'm really happy I did. I really also love the packaging. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it because I kind of have, the lights aren't very bright in here, but it's kind of like a see-through. This is all the wax right here. And then it has like these floral designs on it, wildflowers, I guess you could say. And then it also came with this white lid, and I like the white lid. However, because these wicks are crazy, I feel like, I don't know if you can tell, but I've already kind of like smudged it up. Because I've been like trimming the wicks, then dumping them out, and then, you know, the blacks kind of smudges onto the white lid. But I really like the look of the white lid. And it is the thicker lid for those of you who don't like the thin lids. I do, but anyway, I know I'm in the minority with that. So finally, would I repurchase this? I don't know that I would re-get it again yet this year. I think it's a nice scent, and I feel like they do a lot of, not a lot, but like every season they have this type of fresh, clean, like I don't know that this specific candle is the only candle that's going to give you this type of scent. I feel like you could easily replicate this with many other candles. So I don't think I'd repurchase it yet this year. Maybe if they come back out with it next year. I think this would even be really nice in the spring or like early summer. So I felt like this was kind of a weird timing for the launch, but I do know not everybody loves fall, like heavy fall scents and those types of things to transition into fall. So I can see them maybe trying to appeal to that market. But I definitely think early spring, early summer, those types of areas would be a perfect time for this candle. But like I said, easily could be duplicated, or kind of something would give you a reminiscent, like kind of like a lakeside morning, anything kind of just like fresh and clean. What's like the basil green tea, I think that would give you very similar vibes. So while they're not the same scents, I think they give you kind of the same effect. So if you guys have picked this one up and haven't lit it up yet, FYI about the wicks. If you have burned it, have your wicks been crazy on this one as well? I feel like I've never, like usually I get peony wicks right away. Like that's just kind of where I'm at with Bath & Body Works candles, and that's why a majority of them end up going in the candle lamp. So I'd really love to know how you guys, how your experience was with this candle specifically. But I'm glad you guys are enjoying these. Hope you enjoy this one as well. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support, and I'll see you next time. Bye.